What is up, you guys, and welcome to the Upper 90 YouTube soccer channel, where today we're talking about Danny Levy finally saying that Harry Kane can leave for 160 million. So stick around as we dive deeper into this video. For those that don't know who I am, my name is Mike, huge Chelsea fan, but today we have to talk about Harry Kane and the possibility of him going to Manchester City. This is going to be a huge signing, not only for Manchester City, but for Tottenham as well, because they're getting so much money. Now, first, let's talk about Manchester City and why this is such an important signing for them. Aguero has left the club and they need to fill the role for their forward. Yes, they do have some forwards right now, but they're not in the same caliber, and Harry Kane definitely can fill that role with scoring multiple goals this season, as we saw with Tottenham, but he also brings with him the passing ability to have a lot of assists. Now at Manchester City, they have a lot of people around Harry Kane then. They have Sterling, they have Mahrez, they have Foden, Kevin De Bruyne, just to name a few that can really help make this player even better, which is a scary thought to think about, because as we know, Harry Kane doesn't need a lot around him. At Tottenham, yes, he had Son, but after that, there wasn't really any firing caliber around him, and he was still able to win the Golden Boot and have the most assists this past Premier League season. And again, at Manchester City, he's going to have a lot of elite players around him, which again are just going to help elevate his status even more and get him closer to breaking Alan Shearer's record, which I know is on his radar, but he also wants to win trophies, and I think he's easily going to be able to do that when he signs for Manchester City. And that is not the only thing. That Manchester City also want to sign Jack Grealish, and if they can get him, I don't even think it's going to be a competition for the Premier League itself. I think they are going to solidify this pretty early on. Yes, Chelsea have a really stacked team, as do Liverpool and Manchester United. But again, if Manchester City get all these players, I just don't see anyone competing with them throughout the entire season, because Manchester City has such great depth, but such elite players that they can beat anyone any given day. Even if they're having a bad day, they can still beat teams. Their defense is so solid. Their goalkeeping is amazing. Everywhere on the pitch, they are just better head and shoulders of every other team. You can say maybe a few areas, but again, if you're looking from squad to squad, Manchester City is way up there compared to everyone else. Now, obviously, Manchester City, though, are still trying to win the Champions League, and that is going to be their main focus. Yes, they still want to win other titles and trophies, but they haven't won the Champions League. They fell short to Chelsea, because Chelsea are the champions of Europe. We always have to mention that each and every video, but Tottenham, or Manchester City, are still looking to break that and finally win it. And again, with them signing all these players, yes, it gives them a better opportunity to do that, but it doesn't guarantee anything, because when it comes to the Champions League, any team can beat any team on any given day, depending on what's going on, because if you're having one bad game, that can end you in this tournament, because as we know, we've seen lesser teams beat bigger teams, and we've seen bigger teams fall short by just not scoring goals. And like I said, that's why the Champions League is so difficult, because you never know what can happen. Yes, you can have the best team, but that doesn't mean you're going to make it all the way to the final. And even if you do make it to the final, you still may fall short, and that does happen. And therefore, again, they need to really stack up their squad, which they are doing. And I think this will give them a better opportunity to win the Champions League. Not saying they're guaranteed, but they possibly could win it next year with all their signings. Now, on the back end, I still want to talk about Tottenham as well. Now, again, if Tottenham do sell Harry Kane, this can be big for them. With that much amount of money, they can really bring in a lot of new players and really help Nuno with his philosophy and help him grow as the Tottenham manager. Now, I'm not too sure who exactly they're going to be looking for. They obviously need to find a forward. I don't know who Nuno is going to want to bring in to take that role, but again, I'm sure he has a lot of prospects on his radar who he wants. They've already signed a few players, Gil being one of them from La Liga. So again, they are ready to splash some cash for players for this new manager. And I think if they can find the right players, Tottenham could be a little scary this year. I think it will take a little bit for their team to gel with the new manager, his new philosophy. But overall, if Tottenham can get some solid players in their midfield, attacking third, and even their defense, they could really be a team that could really push a little bit higher up. I don't think they'll finish in the top four. I think, again, Manchester City, Manchester United, Leicester, Liverpool, and Chelsea are all better. You could even argue that West Ham might be better than them, but again, it depends who Spurs bring in. But overall, I think this is a really good thing for Spurs. Yes, it's hard to lose your best goal scorer, but again, you have to look at the future-wise, and selling Harry Kane, I think, is the best route for Tottenham if they want to continue to get better and better. Yes, they may have a poorer season this year, but you have to look at the long term, and I think in the long term, selling Harry Kane is the best option. So that is all I have for you today. Again, if you are new to this channel, make sure to like and subscribe down below. I greatly appreciate that. That helps grow this YouTube channel, helps get this video out to more and more fans out there. And again, I just love talking about the sport, and I hope you enjoyed this video as well, and we will see you next time.